Hey Cancer, this is Liv from Ephemeris Cartomancy, and we are going to do your energy cartoscope for November 2019. So let's see what are the main themes regarding your energetic body: physical, emotional, mental health, energetic influences including astrological, magical, energetical, relevant information, main themes, main topics for Cancer's energetic body for November 2019. Okay. First we are going to get the cards out, and then we are going to deal with placing them in frame and doing the reading. So further clarifications, further information for Cancer November 2019 regarding their energetical body, physical, mental, emotional health, energetic influences including spell work, energy, astrology, further information, clarifications, messages of support and healing, spiritual path for Cancer for November 2019. Okay. Let's see if we are in frame, and I believe we are. Okay. Well, Cancer, it seems that for you November 2019 is a point of reconciliation. This may be a point of reconciling a past and a future, where the abundant, plentiful part of your health, your well-being resides more in the past and less so in the future. Though you are not suffering from illness, I don't feel like there's more a sense of emotional unbalance a bit here. There's a sense of loss here from your past. So you are trying to reconcile, you are trying to make peace with what you've lost, you are trying to move on from what you are leaving behind here, and you are seeking answers, seeking a way to move forward. I don't get the sense that you are having health issues, at least not physical health issues, not much. there's more of a sense of seeking a path emotionally, seeking a path spiritually, trying to find solutions to some issues that may have come up recently. I do get the sense that we are talking about recent issues. There may be a significant loss here. Someone who was a pivotal member of your day-to-day life may have been lost, and you are seeking ways to sort of make peace with it, sort of get over your loss, sort of get over the emotional and psychological impact of losing that person. Since we have an overarching influence of communication, sending, receiving messages, exchanging information, studying, furthering knowledge, you may have lost a sense of spiritual or emotional balance, a sense of spiritual or emotional plenitude. And having lost it, you are now seeking ways to go forward. Sorry. Of course, I would start to cough now. I am not getting the vibe of health issues, physical health issues, as much as maybe trying to improve on parts of your well-being in general, which I think is a good thing. You have, interestingly enough, when it comes to your desires and your plans, spiritual, health-wise, well-being-wise, you have astral projection here on your desires. So I feel like your desires manifest in some way during the night. It may be dreams, it may be sort of visions when you are almost asleep, but there's this sense of feeling whole while you are asleep in a way. So with the summer lens, there's a sense of your desires, your wishes being made real, being manifested in your dream time, in your through astral projection, and not so much in your day-to-day life. There's perhaps a spiritual fulfillment that you do feel more so, or perhaps only when you are asleep and not when you are awake. We may be also talking about a connection to your spirit guides, which cannot manifest when you are awake for some reason. It only manifests when you are sleeping. So it's as if you are seeking that connection, you are seeking that reality. What you desire to manifest here in your day-to-day life is something that you've lost, and something that now manifests for you in the dreamlands, in your astral projections. It's something that you want to manifest in your real life as well. Your thoughts are aimed at, you are thinking about well-being, fulfilling checking all of your boxes pretty much. Spiritual, emotional, physical fulfillment, material growth as a result of that. happiness as a result of having all of your boxes checked. Pretty much that's the sense I'm getting. Emotionally, there's something here which you are lacking. There's something you are seeking. Your answer to finding that which you are seeking is pretty simple. In fact, you have two options, two directions between which you may be going back and forth. It may be a process of going back and forth more so while you are asleep and awake. So in your awake mind, you may be leaning more towards one side, while you are asleep, you may be leaning more towards the other side. I'm getting a strong sense that this is an emotional aspect more so than a spiritual one. It's as if you are suffering for the lack of something which you have lost here. When we are talking about practical results, we may be talking about spell work, because we have the Book of Shadows here. So your outcome may be heavily influenced by spell work. And in fact, since it seems like a pretty significant thing to me, I would want to know if I were you. We are going to be looking a bit into this spell work, into the Book of Shadows aspect. Is Cancer influenced by spell work in November 2019? Is someone trying to influence Cancer through spell work in November 2019? I am getting the feeling that someone is attempting to influence. It may actually be a matter of influencing your love life more so than anything, or your abundance in general, which would involve your marriage, your life with your spouse, your well-being as a couple. I'm getting a strong sense that that influence has been more present in the past with that 6. So your desires and wishes were more influenced in the past than they are in the future. I do feel like we have spell work here on your abundance, exactly on the abundance which you have lost, on that 10 of coins there. So going forward, you have these spells active and they regard your stability, they regard your plans for the future, for a new beginning. So if there's something from your past which you would like to have back, it is what has been kind of taken away from you or lost. And trying to recover it is being influenced pretty much by spell work, which is why that thing is more present for you in your dreams and through astral projections, because spell work doesn't have the necessary vibration to manage to manifest influence on that level, but here in 3D it manages to manifest some influence over your life, your energetic body. It is someone who is influencing your long-term abundance, your long-term plans, your long-term well-being. I am getting the sense that it may be a woman doing that, but it's also possible that we are talking, it's more likely in fact that we are talking about the divine feminine, an overall divine feminine energy, or that it is targeting a divine feminine energy. And definitely they are trying to deprive you of abundance. Let's get more details about the abundance that they are trying to deprive you of. I do get the feeling that it involves marriage. As well. So abundance, I would say, in all its forms. It is someone who is trying to influence your abundance and fertility as well. I'm getting the sense. Okay, let's see what came out here. It is a connection to a man here, or a divine masculine force, which is being influenced. It may be your divine counterpart, very likely your divine counterpart, twin flame sort of connection, your stability with that person. But I'm seeing that there's a clock ticking on that influence. So that influence, the spell work, which I'm seeing active here, while it is active for a while, it's not going to be active endlessly. So there's pretty much a clock on it. The power invested in that kind of spell work will only be active for a short while, or it may be a long while, but it won't be active for much longer, is the point here. So you are going to be seeing a shift in direction. But we are talking about divine timing here, so I wouldn't be able to tell you when exactly you would see that shift happening. Will you get that abundance which these people are trying to deprive you of? Will you be attaining that abundance? Ignore the meowing cat in the background because I am ignoring it as well. It feels to me like you are not actually quite as sure about wanting to achieve that which you are being kept from right now. You may know, or you may have an inkling to the fact that you are being kept from that sort of abundance. It feels to me like you may have gone in a different direction in the meantime, and you are unsure what it is that you would choose if you were to be choosing between these two options. So this may be a business venture, this may be some sort of lifestyle option, family life, which would target your emotional body. Or some sort of spiritual path which you are being blocked from. You guys are pretty intuitive generally, so you may have a sense that you are being sort of kept from that well-being and that path. So you may have found a different path for yourself, and since you've started working on that new path, you may be unsure about actually being willing to shift directions at this point or at some further point. It is something that you truly desire, though. That path which you are being kept from is something that you truly desire. That abundance is something that you really desire. I am getting the sense that you would be moving forward once that option is presented to you. I do get the sense that you would be moving forward from what you have going now to that other option, to your first option, basically. The one which you were kind of kept away from, or kind of chased away from, in a way. Let's get some further guidance here for Cancer, November 2019. You may be pregnant. If you are not pregnant, it's very likely that you are going to fall pregnant, which makes me think that someone may have prevented you in the past with the 26 breaking down to an 8. Someone may have worked in the past to keep you from having a baby, or to cause you to actually lose a pregnancy, which is particularly heinous of someone. You are going to be very satisfied, I feel, and yet there's a sense of hollowness to your immediate life is going to be sort of ticking your boxes, but it's going to be sort of an empty pleasure, hollow pleasure, because whichever option you have been kept from, whichever option is being kept from you, still is what would make you feel fulfilled emotionally, physically, spiritually, from all points of view. So what you are doing now here is finding some sort of a purpose for yourself, as you are deprived from your true desires, which can only manifest for you in your dreams. Let's get some more clarification here. With that sense of hollow pleasure, I would recommend, yeah, of course, seeking a more spiritual path, because you are losing yourself, you are losing your connection to divinity due to the hollowness of what you found to kind of fill your life with. You may be also kind of plagued by being negative, being pessimistic, being perpetually disappointed, perpetually displeased, perpetually sort of disappointed. So you should try to focus more on finding something which makes your soul shine, which makes you feel emotionally fulfilled, spiritually fulfilled. Even if you are being kept from your true abundance, from what would truly fulfill you, what would truly feel like your wish is granted, like your happiness come true, like your soul's fulfillment. I am seeing a pregnancy here. I am seeing a baby boy to be precise. It's kind of a frustrating sense of hollow pleasure, hollow achievement, hollow life, sort of. Let's get some more clarifiers for you here. You are focusing very much on your physical, on the physical, on the palpable, on the material level of things to find your pleasure or your consolation. And I'm sensing that you need more of a connection with your divine higher power, whichever that may be, in order to find the faith, find the trust in yourself, find the fortitude to take the leap when the time comes. Because there will be a time, I'm getting a clear sense in divine timing there will be a time. Let's get more clarifiers here. Physically, you may need to focus more on staying hydrated. You may have an issue with hydrating yourself enough. There's also an element of introducing more emotional intensity. So instead of physical pleasure, you should try to seek more emotional fulfillment here, which is going to help you sort of make progress on the journey. You are clearly on a journey here. When it comes to your emotional connection to your divine source, to your divinity, I feel like there's gonna be some sort of pleasant event which is going to help you along. A great news, great joy, great happiness, sort of helping you to reconnect with your faith in pretty much a positive outcome for you when it comes to your true desires, though. Not to the hollow pleasures which you filled your life with, your true desires, that which your soul longs for here. Let's get some healing, some healing cards here. How can Cancer achieve that state of spiritual connection to a higher power? Well, Cancer, it seems that you have lost a chance at least to circumvent whatever spell work has been done here, and to reach your desired result, your desired outcome, because you've given up on your true desires, you've given up on the waiting game. You got a clear sense that you would have to wait. An unpredictable amount of time, pretty much. You got the sense that you would need to be waiting, and you decided to give up. You simply did the simplest thing, you did the easy thing, and you went for something which was within reach. Your spiritual, emotional, soul's fulfillment, you gave up on it. You gave up on manifesting that. So what you would need is patience here. That happy event which would come in divine timing and fulfill that desire of your heart is going to take much more patience now, because you've sold out pretty much. You've gone from the easier path, you've gone from the easier answer. You've wrapped yourself here in silks in a way to cocoon yourself from the fact that you would have to be waiting and going without whatever it is that you were longing for. So now you are going to be left wondering until it happens, and you are going to be dreaming and fantasizing about that which you gave up on, pretty much. Not fun, Cancer. Let's see how you can find solace in your situation. See, there's again the sense of connection to your higher power, to ask for signs, to ask for help, to ask for intervention. Though whatever you may be asking for, things are clearly going to happen in divine timing, and you've set your clock back through your own options. You are seeking pleasures, you are seeking immediate gratification to sort of kill the time. What you would need in order for the divine timing to sort of rush is to be free. So you would have to give up your easy choice which you've made in order for your true fulfillment to come in here. Some of you may be pregnant in this situation, because I'm seeing a tummy here, I'm seeing a bit of a tummy here. This is not a question of losing a pregnancy though, so that's not an issue. You may have lost a pregnancy prior to this one. It's very likely that you are going to be to get pregnant in November, or that you are already pregnant as you are watching this. You may or may not know that. You are going to be seeking solace in that, because it will be a physical immediate thing, and the joy and pleasure and happiness and emotional spiritual connection which will grow as a result of having a baby is going to get you nearer to that freedom. There's a sense of letting go here of stuff in order for your true blessings, your true abundance to come in. Let's see if we can get some health guidance here for you. If you are experiencing physical discomfort and you've seen one doctor, you should seek also a second opinion and ask for Archangel Raphael for help, for healing. So whatever may be happening here, you clearly have divinity or higher power wanting, hoping to help you. Your higher power is also helping you through sending divine sort of messages and feelings about the situation. So it may be also in the dreamland, it may be also through astral projection. You are being guided, you are being helped, though I'm not sure if you are understanding the messages which are being sent. Let's get some more clarification here. If you are understanding the messages, I'm not sure if you are doing what you should be doing in order for time to move forward. I fear that what you are doing is, on the contrary, keeping the clock in place in a way. Yeah, you are not making any progress. Your choices are keeping you prisoner in a loop sort of situation. So you are keeping your own blessings away. There's a compromise. The compromise which you've made is something that you need to be working on. You sold out on that fulfillment, which may mean that it won't be coming in. Yeah. If you won't change anything on your perspective on things, that fulfillment which has been denied to you through spell work, I'm getting a strong sense, will only be yours in dreams and illusions. Because you've made some sort of a compromise, I'm not sure what it entails. Some sort of compromise which kind of keeps that blessing away. And the clock is not ticking here. The divine timing issue cannot be resolved because you are stuck in the compromise, and you are determined to kind of stick to it because that's what you've got right now, and you are not willing to give up anything. This is a great obstacle which you need to overcome. It's a matter of perspective. and you would need deep healing to make progress in this situation. Shamanic healing, we may be talking about past life issues which are also kind of keeping you prisoner of a set of sort of weaknesses, let's call them. Let's get some angelic advice here overall. If it were that simple. So you need to get over that fear. You are very afraid here. And that fear is keeping you hostage pretty much. You should seek guidance, you should seek teaching, you should seek inspiration to overcome your fear, to overcome your obstacles. Clearing your energy would also help you, so raising your vibration would also help greatly for the spell work to not be able to target you any longer. And you will need to align your actions so that they may match your values and inner knowledges of what's right for you. It seems to me that this is clearly an issue of selling out, of settling for something which is within reach, so you wouldn't risk going without something. I'm not sure precisely what it is. Let's get some more advice here for you. Focus on the positive and more good will come. Give thanks for blessings and they will multiply. Prosperity begins in the mind. So clearly there is also a sort of negative outlook that you are having on your situation. You should be focusing on how far you've come, not how far you have to go. You will find help in unexpected places. So you do get a lot of support. You have a lot of support which can come your way. You just need to pretty much reach out and ask for it and get to a high enough vibration to actually be able to receive that help as well. Be grateful for abundance. Live in appreciation for what you have and more good things will come. I'm not sure that you are living in a sense of gratitude, though you have found a way to attain something of what you desire. I get a sense that you are feeling in a sense of lack, in a sense of in that lack mentality, scarceness mentality, which is only doing you this disservice pretty much. You need to work on relationships. Every relationship is an opportunity for soul growth. Stop now is not the time to rush into the decision you're about to make. Before this important decision is made, take a moment to pause and quiet your mind so that you can ask your soul for guidance before you act or move forward. So this is clearly an issue regarding love and relationships and connections in general. They don't have to be romantic relationships specifically. Your emotional connections pretty much. And they are a mirror of you. So you need to raise your vibration so they would be a mirror of that higher vibration. Either way, if you make the right choices, if you dare to raise your vibration enough and to make choices with integrity. You are raising your vibration. Live in gratitude, that will be raising your vibration. Live in a mentality of prosperity, that will be raising your vibration. And finally, the spell work which has been done will be broken. Whatever abundance, whatever blessings are being kept from you, they will be coming in once you raise your vibration high enough. So whatever it is that has been done will not be able to reach you anymore. That's pretty much it for you, Cancer, for the month of November 2019. When it comes to your energy reading, your energy cartoscope. So I'm sending you much love and light, and we'll be seeing each other soon. Bye.